What the hell is this? Hey, what happened?
Turned my house into a giant bong. Definitely not the trip I signed up for.
Tell me the original idea then.
I was trying a new recipe with chicken meptar and sword. That stuff is so unstable. Look at all that smoke. I couldn't see a thing.
A thick smoke screen. That's it. Drought, could you do this again? Or no, even better. Could you create some kind of smoking projectile?
What's the point? The smoke doesn't get you high, bro.
Brahms Talan Ops could use smoking grenades to create a diversion. No one would see their little robbery operation. Carmelade, Raoud.
And to you, my friend.
You ever make explosive powder?
You don't want to eat that.
I won't. Brahm's making some bombshells to send to Sapa. He just needs something to fill them with.
Okay, sure. Revolutions are cool, and the moons of the flowers revolution are way behind us. I'm down for something stronger. But to make the bombs go boom, I'll need boogats.
What's a boogot?
What's a boogot? The mushroom, dude. Come on. Oh, I also need dark callidium. A lot of it. Ask Brahm about the old Dark Age. He'll complain, but just tell him I need it. My latest creation is kicking in. I'm off my nips. Is my mouth still on my face?
Oh, boy. Where can I find these boogats?
They grow in a forest south of EMEA. These mushrooms are explosive, dude. Literally. So tread softly when you get near them.
You told me you had a plan to make those smoke grenades I told you about.
Yeah, smoke grenades. I got most of the necessary ingredients, but I still need ticking meptar. I need it fresh, and it doesn't stay fresh very long. Can you get some? Oh, and boogats. The more boogats you can find, the better.
You mentioned ticking meptar. What is that?
It's a vegetable, growing at the top of the northeast pillar. Once it's cut, ticking meptar loses its nutrients very fast, so you have to glide your way back here, bingo bango, or you just end up with a useless plant.
See you next time.
And the time after that, my friend.
How do I get on that?
Ulukai!
Lias? What are you doing here?
I couldn't risk using the comlink. They may be listening.
Who are you talking about? Speak, Dalatai Guardian!
We have spotted a massive convoy en route with reinforcements.
Oh no.
The invaders are regrouping for an attack on EMEA.
We have to evacuate the village.
We don't have time. I'll intercept the convoy before it reaches their base.
But how?
The Galenta. With your permission, Chief. I could...
Take her. And may the odds be with you both, Ulukai.
Slade, do you read me? I'm sending you the coordinates of a new facility. The quantum field is.
Now's not the best time, soldier. Your friends are on their way to eradicate it to Land Village.
Let me check the log. Jesus, that transport ship's got hundreds of armed infantry units. What are you going to do?
Improvise. Did you say hundreds?
You don't have to fight the troops. A transport ship can be sabotaged from the outside if you have a way to board it.
Oh, I got one big flying way indeed. Slade out. Get on that ship. I guess I'll need to jump. Crickets.
job, Commander. Massive damage with 0 human casualties.
Yeah, but I have a feeling they'll keep coming. I'd better have an eye on the sky from now on.
I'll monitor the transport log as well. By the way, found a decryption code to another quantum fence, marking the position on your map.
Understood. Thanks. Slate out.
Ulukai, please accept this Daramon as a symbol of our gratitude. Tell the Almayel that Amias stands with the Talans of Adelpha, united as one nation in the eyes and ears of the Yards.
Thank you, Doc. I'm gonna head up to Kizar with this. I should visit Kizar and bring Amia's Daramon to the Almayel. That's not good. Coming for me! I gotta tell you something weird.
The foundation of Talon cuisine used to be Reese, and it still is for many poor people because it's so cheap to cultivate. You will find many Reese fields between Bida and Emiya, The people of EMEA will tell you the taste of Reese doesn't compare to Morax, and I must agree with them. In Sapa, they prefer to eat Senecta, but that's because they don't have access to anything other than fish, which is still more than Disan has. They used to import food from other regions, but haven't been able to since the Deokas went down.
What about drinks?
I drink water, but don't tell anyone in Bida. They only drink lampe over there. Now, if you are talking about the thirst for knowledge, Procreana used to be the place, while Palana is more about drinking the spiritual words of our Master of Ceremonies, no matter how bitter they taste these moons.
Okay, well, I don't know what the odds did to me, but I don't feel the need to put anything into me, so nothing comes out of me, which is quite convenient because I find that...
We Talans have a seventh sense that filters out too much unnecessary information, Ulakai.
Sure. Got it. Okay, they all want to play. Door's locked. Gotcha. Hello? Anyone in here? There's always time to follow an arm trail. Piece of cake. Now let's slash open that chest plant. Or... They're locked onto me. Oh, worst stench ever. You picked the wrong target, Bird. Taking it. Nice. Could be useful later on. These Talans don't look so happy.
There must be a way to activate Palana's Master Daoka Ulakai. Even though the pilgrims are not allowed to use it, it's still a useful way to access the village. Can you raid the outpost I marked on your map? It's located near you.
Raiding outposts is what I do. You can count on me, Elias. Brought the whole battalion, huh? Ooh, upgrade. I hate giant alien spiders. Blade, they're coming. This may be useful. Hi there. I'm Cutter Slade.
Welcome, strong and confident pilgrim. I'm Kor, the Shamas of Palana, and keeper of the Ka Darosham.
I'm collecting scrolls for Procreana's librarian, Krurag. He's rebuilding the Dano Library in Procreana. Maybe the one you're reading is one of them.
Ah yes, Kureg. Not the most open-minded fellow. Yes, I borrowed it from the library, actually. 90 Shades of Ka.
Great. Can I give it back to him?
Well, the late fees on this must be tremendous.
What is this place about?
What kind of pilgrim doesn't know about Palana? The special kind, I'm sure. But did you know that the town is built on the roots of the essence vine? This is why Talans are coming here to surrender their essence to the Yards.
Question is, where do I go from here?
If you're seeking direction, I suggest you talk to Hirax, Palana's master of ceremonies. I warn you, he's not as charming as I am.
Where can I find the Ka Darasham?
Like the air it represents, the Ka Darosham has always been invisible. But alas, the invasion has now made the Darosham non-existent.
How can you tell the difference?
Look down at the bottom of the cliff over there. You'll see poor Hazardesses tormented by their tragic fate. They were once proud Talans who decided to revert without knowing the difference between what is eternal and what is no more. I'm here to prevent more Talans from jumping over the cliff until the Ka Darosham is restored and I can be its keeper again.
What's wrong with Hirax?
Poor Hirax. Even a Shamaz can't heal the wound inside him.
Is it in his head?
If you mean his mind is about to break, then yes.
What happened to him?
As the master of ceremonies, not being able to help the needy Talans and Hazardesses has taken a heavy toll on Hirax. He grows more depressed every moon, and I believe he feels responsible for some of the latest incidents.
Incidents? What kind?
You have to understand, Hirax was once such a beacon of light that pilgrims from all over Adelpha would seek his guidance.
I'm here to help. Do you have anything for me?
I could tell you the tale of a poor harvester from Emia who was deeply in love with a widow of a Dolatai guardian. His name was Tuyol. Tuyol was still young, but if the widow rejected his love one more time, he pledged to revert at the Ka Darosham, whether active or not.
Sad tale. What happened to Tuyol?
Hirax told this poor harvester that to seduce his love, he had to offer her frozen flowers from the highest mountain's peak. Tuyol ran off at once, totally unprepared, and never returned. Now it is whispered that Tuyol's Hazardess is trapped on the mountain, and his anger is causing the terrible ice blizzard that has been reverting so many of our people.
Can you patch my wounds?
A Shamaz cannot refuse to heal. That's the will of the Yards.
See you later, Kor.
I look forward to it.
Sorry to disturb you. May I have a word?
Turn back, pilgrim. You came all the way to this Yod's-forsaken place for nothing.
Woke up on the wrong toes, huh? I just want to talk.
You bet your tiny head you want to talk. I'm Hirax, master of ceremonies. Pilgrims used to line up to hear my sermons. Now, Palana's an empty shell of its former glory.
Can we talk about Tuyol?
Tuyol. Romantic to a fault. I only wanted to help him. Poor Tuyol.
Show me where he is, and let's see what I can do. I don't see anyone queuing here. Where are the pilgrims?
Probably waiting for someone to fix our Daoka. Or is it already fixed? Not my concern. Pilgrimage is supposed to be a long journey on foot.
What are the pilgrims seeking here?
Probably what you're seeking. Answers. I used to have them all. But those were better moons. I'm not as inspired as I used to be.
I hear you used to be more inspired here, Axe. What happened to you?
You only become a master of ceremonies after a life of pilgrimage around Adelpha, collecting stories and wisdom from all over the world. It's a sharing process that enriches my 4 essences.
4 essences? I thought every Talan is only supposed to have 1.
Yes, that is the law of the yards, but once every life cycle, a male Talan is born with 4 essences and raised by the Almayel to become the next master of ceremonies. It's an important responsibility to be a good caretaker and a beacon of wisdom for my people. I lost most of it after the invasion.
There are all kinds of ways to be inspired. Can't you read a scroll or something?
Inspiration comes from hearing the last words of a Talan who's decided to revert, or understanding the purpose of a Hazardess's life. With our villages isolated and the Darashams closed, the weight of failure is too great.
At least there's no invaders in town.
But so many Hazardesses, all unable to join with the Yards and turning the Essence Vine dry. The invaders are reverting a lot of our people to impose their dominion. And yet, in such violent times, where reverting ceremonies are needed every moon, my last ritual was performed thousands of moons ago. I am useless.
You seem perfectly fit. Start getting things done. Get to work, my man.
Boy, you got less brains than a Zort-flavored bowl of res. Can't you see? The Darashams are closed. Legions of tormented Hazardesses are stuck in between worlds. I have nowhere to guide them. I couldn't save the Essence Vine. I failed in the eyes of our Yards.
So while other Talans here are the keepers of the Darashams, you are the keeper of the Essence Vine?
More of a caretaker, and not a good one. The origin of its roots are under your feet. With the devoted care of the Master of Ceremonies, that's me, the vine is meant to stretch as far as a Talan can measure. That's how it used to be, back in the moons.
But judging by the long face, you don't get a kick from your gardening job anymore.
Without reverted essences, the vine suffers. It is now shrunk to its most critical bastion. And I don't know if I have what it takes to heal its core. I feel I don't. I know I don't. The Essence Vine needs a new caretaker. Someone who has the strength to revive its immense power.
About that power, could it be used as a weapon against the invaders?
You could, if the balance was restored and enough essences were reverted through the 4 Darashams. The vine would be our strongest attack against the oppressors, but
But what?
the Darashams are out of order. Another disaster we can blame the invaders for.
So how do we fix them?
Speak to the Darasham keepers. They should point you in the...
See you later.
Zor?
Shamaz Kor, good to see you.
Just how good? Tell me.
Like normal, good.
Of course. How silly of me. Sorry. My mind is stuck on this scroll that I've read for the 10th time.
Why don't you restore the Darasham?
To do that, I would need to travel to the Ka Temple and retrieve the Ka Codex, which I can't. But even if I did, it wouldn't be enough.
What about using one of those sweet beacons with Oru's gun? Meaning you got a bigger rock in your shoe? Let me hear it.
What an odd combination of words. I'm referring to the smoke coming out of the invader's factory. It's so thick that it suffocates the car essence. Sometimes we can't even see the moons anymore. The imbalance not only affects the Darosham, I can feel my healing abilities regressing. Every Shamaz is concerned. I would shut down the factory myself if it wasn't so heavily defended.
I guess picketing protesters won't do the trick, huh?
The smoke may be clouding your reason, Pilgrim. You keep speaking in meaningless sentences that confuse and, dare I say, slightly tease me.
Enough said. Show me the factory, and let's get this over with. What's a codex?
Once per cycle, the sacred codex is brought back to the Temple of Ka so its energy can be replenished by the yards. This energy, in turn, powers the Ka Darusham for a full cycle.
So the codex never made it back from the temple?
After the Daroshams closed, our chief, Rumbar, ordered every codex to be returned to their rightful temple so they could remain in the almighty protection of the yards. They haven't been seen in Pilana since.
Here's your codex. Watch out. It's blowing hard in there.
I thought I would never see it again. I feel its energy boosting my essence. Thank you, Pilgrim. This will help me to restore the Ka Darosham.
The factory. How is it different from the other invader bases?
It produces an obscene amount of smoke that not only destroys the land, but poisons the air.
I'll show him how to quit smoking.
I'm always sad to see you go.
Liaz? Talk to me.
I'm a little busy deciphering new symbols we found in the Elue temple. They're fascinating.
Speaking about the temples, the Talans didn't build them, right?
The ancients must have used special techniques to raise the 4 temples. They didn't share their technology with us.
How often are they used?
There are no codex ceremonies anymore. It has been the only activity in the temple since Pilana was built. The mountain village gathers the 4 essences in one unique location.
And yet the Yods chose a temple to bring me back here. I wonder why.
The Yods speak in mysterious ways, Ulukai. I have to go now.
All right, I'm gonna go after the codex, so I'll have a closer look at the place.
Adalpha surely needs its Daroshams. Good luck. Liaz out.